The situation has deteriorated rapidly in the last hour.
I ain't even got the coal out my goddamn eye. Go get your gas now. Baby, Iran hit a U.S. vessel. A U.S. military vessel. According to multiple sources, a U.S. Navy vessel was trying to go through the Strait of Hormuz. I know, that was the dumbest shit they could have done. Get this shit. Our fucking ship had a chance to turn around. Iran gave them a warning as they were going through the Strait of Hormuz. Hey, bitch, turn around. And like Wigs R Us with no fucking hearing aid, they kept moving straight forward. Iran said bet, fired off 2 missiles and struck our U.S. Navy vessel. They had to turn around and fucking retreat. Now, yesterday I reported that the United States was going to assist in moving ships out of the Strait of Hormuz that was stuck. Iran didn't agree to that shit. Iran told the United States, move your blockade, let us go ahead and make that toll $2 million, and we all good. The United States has not replied back yet, but you already know shit is about to pop off. So if you don't have your gas, I suggest you get that bitch now. On top of that, don't think Iran ain't got shit. Around the Strait of Hormuz, they have caves, and those caves hold boats. Boats that can get to these ships quick and get their people on there in like due time. Happy Monday, I think.
Iranian state media is reporting that a U.S. warship was struck by 2 Iranian missiles trying to pass through the Strait of Hormuz. The warship was turned back after it was struck while sailing near Jask Island. Local sources told the agency after Tehran earlier warned it would attack any U.S. boat that entered the Strait of Hormuz. The attack has not yet been confirmed by the U.S. or other independent sources. Only Fars, a news agency closely affiliated with the IRGC, has reported the attack. Iran's warning came after Donald Trump vowed to free commercial ships stranded in the waterway as part of the so-called Project Freedom. Trump had pledged to guide ships to the restricted waterway. So listen, they are reporting in Iran that a U.S. ship was struck with 2 missiles and turned back. There are no other agencies reporting on it, yes, but I have reported from Fars News before. The last time a U.S. ship had some issues in the Strait of Hormuz, and then about a day later, our local media tried to put out the same information, but watered down. So, I think this is true, and this is insane.
Hormuz briefing, Saturday, May 23rd, the suspended strike. The military hardware is idling for now because Trump says there are good signs for a permanent peace deal. He's reportedly willing to wait for Tehran to make their final move. However, he also left a huge if on the table. The U.S. is still weighing a direct strike on Iran's enriched uranium stockpile if these final talks fail. Strait status. The toll standoff continues. While the bombs have stopped for the moment, the toll war is still in full swing. Tehran's stance. The IRGC commander reiterated today that the strait is under their total control and warned against any security threats. The U.S. refusal. Trump was blunt today. We don't want tolls. This remains the biggest economic sticking point. The U.S. is not ready to accept attacks on global shipping as part of the new status quo. Traffic. Commercial ships are still moving through at a reduced rate, navigating the pay-to-play bureaucracy and the risk of a sudden reversal. The Northern Front, tire under fire. Unfortunately, the de-escalation hasn't reached Lebanon. Israeli airstrikes pounded the Tyre region today. The IDF says they're targeting Hezbollah infrastructure, but the Lebanese government is pleading for a complete stop. This remains the most likely spark that could set the whole region back on fire before the peace papers are signed. Oil, a slight dip on peace. Hope's price, estimated. Trend. Brent crude, approximately $103.80 per barrel. Slight dip, WTI crude approximately $96.80 per barrel. Slight dip. Prices took a slight dip as the market processed the news of the suspended U.S. strike. Traders are in a wait-and-see mode for the weekend, though benchmarks are still significantly higher for the month because the strait's permanent status is still a total mystery. What to watch? Today 1. Tehran's response. The ball is in their court. Trump is waiting. The world is waiting. Any word from the supreme leader changes the game instantly. 2. The toll compromise. If we see any leaks about a breakthrough on the shipping fees, that's the first real sign a deal is actually done. 3. Hezbollah's retaliation. Watch for a major response to the strikes entire. If they launch a large-scale drone swarm, the wait-and-see period likely ends. Bottom line, we are in a fragile window of opportunity. The planned strike is on hold, the diplomats are talking, but the toll war and the fighting in Lebanon show that the situation is far from resolved.
But this year, to get a RAM you want, maybe an average RAM, it would cost you around 250 to 300. And the minimum wage is 70,000. Many families are struggling to feed 3 times a day. So RAM is more like a luxury for them. I spoke with a few of the RAM sellers, and they confirmed to me that with a lot of insecurity, because following that route is very dangerous. I could call it a death sentence.
News networks, and they say costs are up. No, costs are down. Gasoline is down. It's going to soon, I believe, be less than $2 a gallon.